Right there, hey, what's up everybody? I'm doing Amnesia, The Dark Descent, the original one. A friend of mine wants me to do this so he can watch it and just go through it so he doesn't scare the shit out of himself when he actually plays it, so it's literally the only reason I'm doing this right now, so. But I'm going to fuck with shit as much as possible in this playthrough. And I hope I can actually get some enjoyment out of it. I think the first time I went through this, I was scared shitless, and it took me a while because, well, actually, it was probably the prison section that took me forever because I'd literally
don't forget
spend a couple minutes going through it,
be forgotten,
and then I'd stop.
The shadow hunting me. I must hurry. My name is Daniel. I live in London at Mayfair. What have I done? This is crazy. Don't forget. Don't forget. I must stop him. Focus. My name is... I am Daniel.
I might be able to show you a few things you've never known you could do before. I don't know, I've played this enough times, I kind of get the gist of things. I'm sitting here stark naked right now because it's fucking hot as hell. I probably don't look too pleasant now. I came home from work and I just threw my fucking clothes off, and I was done. It was horrible. Come on. Come on. There you go. This dude has been drinking a little too much. Fuck, yeah, come on, fuck you. Let's go over here and trip this. And notice how we're still crystal clear. Let's go in here. How'd that go? Oh. Come on, there you go. Derp. With balls. Balls tripped. Get the fuck out. Follow this pink trail of shit. I've always wondered, I'm always thinking that like this pink trail is Daniel just like dragging his ass along when he goes back up. Kill the children, cheered him on his name voiced, in a steady rising pace, urged him to do it. Am I really doing this? the young boy thought, and struck his victim with a rock. Very rude little boy. Already starting to lose it? Wow, it's pretty bad. Yeah, note to self, if you barrel roll through this game, you're gonna lose sanity really quick. I'm gonna go through this and try and use up as little oil as possible. Kinda like have a counter of how many times I go insane.
August 1839. Don't be afraid, Daniel. I can't tell you, God willing, the name Alexander of Brandenburg's still in. One last thing. Redeem us both, Daniel.
Anybody who has played this before knows that says blah 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 blah. It's just saying, okay, this is what you're gonna do. Go do it. Do it like a fucking boss, and good luck.
Alexander, is it inside the castle?
In a manner of speaking. Come, bring the lamp. You've been to the refinery, have you not?
I don't believe I have. Is it connected to the... what did you call it?
The inner sanctum. My most precious chamber, Daniel. And it lies well beyond the refinery. In fact, it lies beneath the very stone of Brennenburg.
I think in this story there's really no good nor bad guys, because these two are really essentially just using each other to get something. Daniel's using Alexander to save his life, and Alexander's using Daniel to get back to his wife. And it's just some really gnarly cycle. You got mementos, just tell you what you need to do. You got the notes, just go through and read the storyline. The diary entries are basically Daniel's entries that he leaves scattered around the castle. It's actually a really interesting story. I give Frictional Games some pretty good credit for actually being able to create this with just an engine, a modeling, their level editor. Not bad. But yeah, some of my older games are based off of a level editor too, so I guess maybe it's just that's the way people like doing. What? Oh. But I guess this is the way people like doing things. You create the editor itself and then you make it. And then you kind of release it with the game so you can let players themselves design their own maps and whatnot. It just adds more onto it, I think, and it makes the game last a bit longer. You get more enjoyment out of it. Some of these custom mods are crazy. fell to the kitchen floor, as tears were beginning to well in his eyes as he received the first kick to his stomach. Hazel remained hidden. In fear, too, she would be punished. And these loading screens are Daniel's background story, and I've yet to understand them either. Well, what? I've yet to understand them a bit. Yeah, sorry, I haven't played this in a while. I don't remember some of the jump stuff.
16th. Later that evening, we uncovered a passage. Tomorrow, I shall lead the men into the ancient structure.
I'm not going to read through all these, so if you want to do so, pause, because I'm certainly not going to read them. My brightness is a little bit up so people can see what's going on. So that way I don't actually have to use my lantern filming shit.
"17th of May, 1830. Today, I took some men and ventured into the dark, ancient passage. The crudely carved passage confused me. I was trapped.
Oh, what? The fuck? Didn't know that I did that. I'm learning new things as I go through this. Oh yeah, it's locked. This game still scares me. Even though I've played it so many times. Chair mode. Wait up. Up. Let's go. Come on. This is actually pretty bright for this game for anybody who's played it. Yeah, I'll show you the difference really quick. Hold up, gotta find it. So these are the difference. I'm gonna take us down to the original gamma. The difference, I mean, it's really honestly not that considerable, but in certain places it actually is. Once we get into the lower levels of the game, like the prison and whatnot, it'll be darker.
Much of the castle is old and hasn't been tended to for centuries. When the shadow arrives, it won't take long until things start falling apart.
We're just buying time anyway. Let's do what we can.
There isn't much to be done about the wards. We should reinforce weak structures. The ground will tremble and there's a risk everything will cave in on us, especially downstairs. Here, and there. Let's get the servants working on it.
Cool, this part right here is kind of annoying, so I'm going to skip it, but it basically takes you into a really long, annoying cinematic, and I don't feel like doing that. Basically, it tells you how he ran into the war, about how it broke and whatnot, and how he thinks he was out for several hours when it was only a couple of minutes and whatnot.
You have to be swift when you activate the first one. You hear that? If it stops, you'll have to start over.
Isn't all this a bit excessive?
You can never be too careful, Daniel.
This note here just some local folklore. Go and read all those. Come on. basically says blah 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 blah. I'll let you read it all if you want to. I'm not going to. Up there. Okay, I need something heavy. Like a book. Come here, time to fuck with monster. Oh, it's open. Cool. Come here, you lard ass. Oh, he disappeared. Find me a douchebag. Okay, now, anybody who hasn't been down here after you're done, you get a nice little, spooky scare. Go here. You turn around. And he's poofy. There's some guy who made a video, I think he wiggled past him, and then he just chased him around until he poofed. My insanity's starting to go. Apparently, as your sanity drops, your speed drops a little bit, so if it's really low, you're gonna get killed if you're being chased. Take this key that we found in there, and we go to the blind cellar. Which is this door. Now there are a few different levels of sanity. You have crystal clear. You're just like everything's fine. You can move fastest. That's when you're moving fastest. A lot of events will tip it off. Practically any event does. You've got a slight headache, which is a little bit below that, and then you've got where I'm at right now, which is head is pounding, hands are shaking, your speed is slightly decreased. My bad. Will slowly start to decrease at this level. And then at the next level of sanity, you just have 3 little dots. That's when you crazy and your vision starts getting all fucked up. And then you have insane, where you just drop dead to the floor.
Where did the Baron go?
Who cares? He left us enough wine to last us a lifetime. Or at least until tomorrow.
Could have sworn there was a jar of oil on there. Crazy any second now. Bear with me. Just like that. And that's insanity level 3, I think. Crazy level 3. I just call it crazy level. There should be some stuff over here. It's right here. Or not. Oh, it was on this one. Aha.